Do you want to be the very best like no one ever was? Well, representatives from the Philippines are Japan-bound this month to compete in the Pokemon World Championships in the city of Yokohama from August 11 to 13th. Pokemon trainers and enthusiasts from all over the world will converge in the land of the rising sun to embrace all things Pokemon and participate in tournaments. Joining us now live in the studio is Markki Stroem, a certified Pokemon fan and Pokemon ambassador to the Philippines, and Joshua Doctolero, a Pokemon trading card game player. Good morning. Thank you for being here, guys.
Good morning, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
Markki, let's start with this. I mean, you've climbed every mountain, and now you're swam every sea, and now you're searching for
the very best Pokemon.
The very best Pokemon and the rarest ones out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know this about you.
Yeah, it's actually my hobby. It's been a hobby of mine since I was very young, and ever since I started off playing the video game, I fell in love with it.
Right.
And I never stopped. I played every single generation. Since then, I even played a little bit of trading card game when I was younger.
Yeah.
And then it reached the point where I started hosting for the Pokemon Company, launching their games, which prompted them to ask me if I could help out and really bring the community together. Basically, my role as a Pokemon ambassador is to communicate with the Pokemon Company if they have any issues regarding visas, they have issues regarding trophy delivery.
Sure, okay.
I actually go and speak to them, and they tell me what to do, and I relay the message.
It's an enviable position for a fan of the Pokemon world to be so closely involved in the Pokemon
I don't
ongoing.
get starstruck, but like when I met Susumu Fukunaga, who's like our head of Pokemon Asia, I just gushed.
All right,
I had a photo with him, and it
must be awesome.
It was
Joshua, tell me about your fascination. When did this begin for you?
I've been collecting and playing Pokemon TCG for I think 23 years now.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been there for me ever since.
Okay, well, I remember when everybody was glued to their phones, and I know quite a
Pokemon
few
Go.
who are still there.
Yes.
For the augmented reality game Pokemon Go, of course. This is way back, 2016?
2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big of a fan were you guys? Were you running around also trying to capture all the Pokemons?
I'm actually a Pokemon Go quote-unquote master.
Yeah.
No, I was the first to reach level 50 in the Philippines for the Team Yellow.
Okay.
And that is actually the reason why I fall in love with the game and continue to fall in love with the game, because I never stopped since 2016.
Well, I know quite a number of people, many of them my age, a couple of them my age, who are just absolutely still glued to the Pokemon Go world.
That's how I got my job in the morning rush. Literally, my bosses play Pokemon Go,
There
and
you
they
go.
said, "Hey, do you want to come and join the show?" I said, "Yes."
Pokemon opens doors.
It does.
And the door it opened for you, Joshua, is you're heading, obviously, well, both of you are heading to...
I'm going to Pokemon Go, which is a Pokemon Go Fest, which is this weekend.
Right.
And he's going to Pokemon Worlds in Yokohama.
The event that you're focused on is sort of more of a community sort of event. You're going to the big leagues. Tell us a little bit about Pokemon TCG.
Okay, basically it's like a chess, but you're using cards.
Okay.
So yeah, it's kind of big. It's kind of a big thing.
Okay.
Okay, so the first prize is 25k USD for TCG. So
this is not just fun and games here. This is serious business.
Serious money.
This is serious money. What is that you've got with you, man?
This thing right here, I won it at the national championship last May here in the Philippines. So there are a lot
turn it towards the camera.
Okay, so
let's turn it into a pendant. In fact, let's get a chain around that. You can walk around with that around your neck.
I wish.
Joshua.
I wish.
What about some of these other cards that you have with you?
Okay, I brought a. Can you
Look at this.
flex your shirt as well, my dude?
Look at that. For the true fans, I bet this stuff is worth a lot of money. I bet this stuff is worth a lot of money, yeah?
This is a Charizard. I remember when Logan Paul, do you know him? He's this YouTuber, and he bought all sorts of cards. The prices started skyrocketing.
Yeah.
So now these are treasures.
Right. These cards are currency.
Actually, having seen these, I was just like so aghast at the beauty.
Right. There's 3 of them there. Make sure you have 3 of them when you go home. You don't want to leave them in Markki's hands. But guys, tell me about why do you think Pokemon has endured for this long, and why? I mean, obviously we know why it's captured our imagination for you guys ever since you were youngins. But the fascination continues. It's not something you left behind with your boyhood, your childhood, but it's something that sort of continued with us.
Yes, it is. It's unending.
Yeah.
There are so many new generations that come out. So it started off with the original 151 Pokemon. Okay. Now there's over 1,000.
Wow.
Because with each game...
We've got time. Can you name them all? I mean, show us how.
Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Charmander,
okay.
Million Charizard. I mean, there's a large list of Pokemon, including legendary Pokemon. And there's so many things you can do. There's the Pokemon TCG, which he does, a trading card game. There's Pokemon Go, which I do, which is more of in the real world. Yeah. And then we also have 2 other leagues that people are competing in.
Okay.
VGC, which is for the people who play the Game Boy or the Switch. Yeah. They compete versus, before it was link cable, but now luckily we have Bluetooth. And lastly, we have Pokemon Unite, which is a MOBA. I don't know if you know all of the League of Legends kind of style game. But with Pokemon. Okay. And so these are the 4 different competitions where we have representatives from the Philippines.
Okay, well, it's an amazing world that you can sort of it's a rabbit hole that we can just sort of keep following and come out on the other side of the earth in China somewhere. But you guys are not heading to China, you're heading to Japan. It's going to be an awesome weekend or week-long
celebration. Yeah.
Fantastic. Of all things Pokemon, best of luck to both of you. Go get them, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us, and see you in Pokemon Worlds and Pokemon Go Fest. Go Fest is this weekend, and Worlds is, of course, from the 11th to the 13th.
Awesome. Best of luck, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.